guys, Nicole here with Bonnie. We're going to be working some more on loose leash walking and also waiting before we enter into areas. So either if she's coming in or out of your house, you know, gates, for example, like the one that we have here, we want to make sure that she waits before she goes through the gate. The person should always be the first to go into an area, so she should always be waiting patiently to enter and exit. Ready, Bonnie? I will be withholding treats this session until the very end, just because when you are on a walk with her, or you know, if you're going in and out of doors in your house, you don't always have treats with you. And if you have a dog become too dependent on treats, sometimes it's a little bit detrimental to the training, just because that's something that they tend to rely on after a while. All right, so she's ready to go. I do have some food distractions for her. So right up on the side here, I have a bowl with some really big pieces of beef treats, and I also have this rope toy with some balls attached she really seems to enjoy. So we'll be using those as some distractions. Alright, so she is raring to go here. I'm going to just set my treats down on the side. So while we're on this walk here, which is just going to be pretty brief, right around in this area, that considering that the camera can't see too far into this place, I will have the distractions here by the gate and also in the back area here. Alright, so when we are walking with her, we want to make sure that she maintains her focus on what she's doing, which will be walking. And also when she does come by those distractions, the food and also the toy, I will be asking her to leave it. And leave it means leave it forever. Don't ever touch it. Ever. Alright, so I'm going to throw this on off the side there. One down. Okay, so she knows it's all there. And when I do have her walking around, again, I'm asking her to leave the items. If she does not leave it, I'm going to give a slight pop of her collar off to the side or up. I'm not going to suspend her up in the air, of course, but just a light pop off to the side or up. And also I will be telling her to leave the item. Now she does do really well with the loose leash walking. Sometimes because she is so food motivated, the food is a little bit distracting, so it's exactly what I want to work on with her. Okay. So when we do have her here, I want to make sure that she is in the heel position, she's not in front of me, and she's not all the way behind me. I want her to be focused on the task at hand, which is walking. Before we start, I want to make sure that she's sitting nicely. Alright, so she is at attention. She's sitting like a champ. And when I do start walking, I will start off with the foot that is closest to her. I will use my command, which will be walk. Sit. Distractions are good. She does see someone here. There we go. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Bonnie, sit. Sit. She did see someone walk by, and she was distracted. Of course, she wanted to see them. But we want to make sure that she does go into that heel position before we go anywhere. Bonnie, sit. 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 No. Sit. Before we do anything, we want to make sure that she follows through with the command. So if she is not sitting before we move, It totally throws the whole thing out of proportion. Bonnie, sit. Sit. No. Sit. Up. Sit. No. Leave it. Sit. No. All right, so I'm going to try it again. Just bring her right back around in a circle. Stop. Sit. Sit. Sit, Bonnie. Sit. There we go. That is what we want. We want her to go to a simple sit. Sometimes she gets really focused on things. We want to make sure that she does follow through the command. So even if it takes you a while to get her to do something as simple as sit, just make sure that she does do it in the end. Alright, so now we're ready to do our loose leash walking. I have my collar in the proper place right at the top of the neck there. Make sure I have complete control over her head. And again, like I said, I'm going to start off with the foot that is closest to Bonnie, saying walk. It's going to be our walking word. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to make a brief circle around. Might not be able to see me. We're going to go past the distractions. Leave it. Good. Leave it, Bonnie. Oh. Making a big circle here. You might not be able to see us in the camera view. If I'm moving in a certain direction, I can use my body to direct her to where I want her to go. Walk. Walk. Walking by the distraction. She's doing a great job. The food one is right here. Leave it. Good. Leave it, Bonnie. Again, we're walking slowly right now, so she's getting a chance to really observe the objects around her and, you know, check some stuff out with her eyes. I'm not giving her the chance to sniff yet because I did not tell her it is okay. Okay, we're going to continue, and I'm also going to be working on waiting at the gate in the back here before we go in and out of an area. Walk. Girl, Bonnie. Eat it. Good, eat it. Alright, so now we are at the gate here. Usually when you open the gate, the dogs run all the way out. You know, they beeline it out of there. Perhaps they run around, come back to you. But we want to make sure that she is waiting nicely before she is able to go out of this area or come in. When I do that, I want to ask her to wait. If she does make a move, I'm going to correct that immediately. I'm not going to allow her to go out of this area unless I give her permission to do so. And she knows exactly where this gate leads, so she's not nervous at all to go through it. Make sure that she is focused, ready to listen. Okay, the gate is now open. Walk through the gate. She's doing a great job of waiting patiently. And after a while, I can allow her to come through the gate with me. And then I can reward her with affection because, like I said, I'm going to be withholding treats until the very end. she did, of course, want to go through the gate. All dogs want to get through one area and into another. So when I do open the gate, I first reach over, of course, to open it, asking her to wait. I do snap to get her attention. She does a really good job of listening to the snapping, and she does look at me in my eyes, which is exactly what I want. She's doing a great job of focusing. And then when I do open the gate, I do give a small correction of a slight little tug off on the side if I do see that she is trying to go forward instead of waiting. So again, opening the gate, asking her to wait, allowing the gate to go all the way open. She's still waiting perfectly like a very good girl. And then after I go through, because the person should always be the first to go through into another area, the dog should follow whenever you give them the cue to do so. So, person first, allowing Bonnie to come in whenever you feel like she should enter that area. And then when she gets in, then she can get her affection. Yes, Bonnie. And since she did do such a good job, I'm going to grab some treats for her. She's a carousing, laying down over here. Ah, Bonnie. Bonnie. Good girl. Come up, up. Sit. Good girl. Delicious. Very good. I'm so happy for her. This has been Nicole here with Bonnie, going over distractions while on a loose leash walk, and also entering and exiting an area, making her wait while you open a door or a gate. This even goes for the car as well. So we'll see you guys later. Bye!